That's what I get.
Zone contested. We're taking the zone. Bad guys on the zone. Bad guys on the zone. We're capturing.
Oh, that dude would have killed him.
Back at him.
Hey, hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay. I think I'm live. Holy shit, I think I'm live. Alright. Let me make sure. Alright. Hold on. I think I'm live. Alright, let me lower this bullshit. Okay. So we're back at it again, but this time it's for something else. I promised I wouldn't do a destroying a narrative against Rackets law, and I'm sticking to it because I am fucking done with that shit. I said everything I needed to say about it and turned out to be right on some of the shit. So now we're gonna do a destroying a narrative against Lady Rackets. And the reason why I'm doing this one is because something came out a few days ago that made people come to conclusions based on some situation that doesn't really tell the whole story. And I'm here to explain, like, that what you think is evidence of something doesn't really mean it's evidence of that thing you think it is. So, for example, let's say we see a guy driving a Lamborghini. Your first assumption is that, oh god, this is a rich dude driving a Lamborghini. That's literally the first assumption. But what if it's a valet that's parking the car? Or what if is some dude who's renting the car? He doesn't have enough money to buy it, but he has enough money to rent it for maybe a day or so. Or what if the guy's borrowing the car from his friend? You don't really know. The first assumption is based on what the evidence so far is that, oh, okay, this guy's a rich dude because he has a Lamborghini, but you have to inquire more in order for you to actually get the true story. Now, what does this have to do with destroying the narrative against Lady Rackets? What happened to Lady Rackets that now I have to destroy a narrative against her? And I think I'm only going to do this one thing because I only really need to disprove this one thing, this one idea. It's not going to take me too long. We're going to go over what happened. And at the end of the day, I'm going to hopefully I managed to prove my point. And I really don't want to do this. Like, I could have like done more research and I could have like really looked up a bunch of shit, but like it's not really worth my fucking time, to be honest. Uh like I'm not a content creator. I'm not doing this to milk it at to milk this shit. You know, try to get famous off of it. Like if I did, I would be, you know, people like Meme Copium, who's like every week making a video about a live stream about Nick and shit, and he's still a fucking nobody, bro. Like who the fuck are you, dude? Who the fuck are you? Huh. I wrote it as one word. Okay. Oh, stop that. I don't want to hear that. But look. Most of his shit is about Nick. Like, how corny do you have to be to make all your live streams about Nick? That is weird. And he's been doing this for 3 months now. But I'm going to go after this guy later. Because he made fun of me and I got salty. So I'm going to fuck him up. I'm going to teach him how to read the English language. So what happened? What compelled me to do another one of these? Well, if you don't know, Lady Rackets filed a police report against Aaron M. Holtz because Aaron M. Holtz shared a naked picture of her to Gino Visconti. She went out and she filed a police report against him. They just arrested him. Well, I think he turned himself in and he was arraigned, set a court date, all of that stuff. I don't really care. The only thing I care about is that people are using this as proof that they were swinging, as absolute proof that Nick and Lady Rackets were swapping wives and shit, like they were engaging and like swinging. That because Aaron M. Holt had a naked picture of Lady Rackets, that means that Aaron M. Holtz was fucking Lady Rackets. And I'm here to tell you that no, the fuck it does not. It doesn't mean a damn fucking thing. And you might be asking, like, well, if it doesn't mean that, like, why does he have a naked picture of her? That's a good fucking question. And I'm not the guy to ask. The person you need to ask is Nick Rekieta. Like, why does some random guy have a naked picture of your wife and spreading it? That's a question I would ask. Like, dude, like, what the fuck is this? You're supposed to make us believe that this guy, Aaron M. Holtz, has been lying about you people for like 2-3 months. But here he is popping up with a naked picture of your fucking wife after he had claimed he fucked her. And that's a good question to ask him. But I'm not the guy to ask. All I'm doing, what destroying the narrative is disproving bullshit. It's basically the point of the whole fucking, like, my little series I have going on is to explain that the little stories you're telling about these people isn't really true based on the evidence we have now. For example, all right, let me go back to my shit. All right. I'm giving my thought. For example, okay, let me go back to my shit. I did a 6-hour live stream the last time I did one of these things. I did a 6-hour live stream. You know what I did in that 6.5-hour live stream? I disproved that that Nick Rekieta's daughter positive drug test was a false positive. That's what I did. That was what destroying a narrative is to prove, is to take what story is being told, dissect it, and either prove it true or prove it not true. And most of the time, I'm proving these things that are not true. I'm proving that Nick Rekieta's daughter wasn't ingesting drugs. And what happened? It's been 2 months since I did that stream. I did that stream 2 months ago. And since then, Nick Rekieta got all of his kids back. He got all of his kids back. Who predicted that? who predicted that? Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't predict that. The only thing I did was say, hey, I don't think this drug test is a real fucking drug test based on the evidence that I gathered, because I read news articles and I read scientific studies that all led me to believe that this girl, if she had ingested the amount of drugs they claim she ingested, she would have been dead. She would have been dead. So, but she's still alive. So you have to explain to me how 2 plus 2 equals 5. You're gonna have to explain to me how 2 plus 2 equals 5, because right now it equals 4. So I was right about this shit. I guarantee you that most of these motherfuckers talking shit about the Rackets were wrong about it. They haven't said a word, and now they're latching on to this bullshit to prove that, oh, they were swinging. Nick snitched on himself. The toe was right. They call this nigga the fucking toe, bro. You motherfuckers are embarrassing, dude. You guys are embarrassing. And again, I do not know what the fuck happened at the Rackets household. I have no idea. I've never spoken to Nick. He hasn't given me any inside information. I'm not, serving as fucking propagandist for him, or serving as a fucking blocker or nose guarding for him. All I am doing is looking at the evidence that is publicly available and seeing if I come to the conclusion that everybody else came to. And honestly, I don't think I do. So now, where does this leave us? This leaves us here. So this is the statement of probable cause. All right, I'm gonna read this to you. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on on what I read here, and I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. Okay, so the complainant states the following facts to establish probable cause. On July 17th, 2024, law enforcement took a report of an unauthorized dissemination of sexual image complaint. Now, some people think that, because Aaron M. Holt was sharing it with another guy, that this doesn't mean that it's revenge porn, or doesn't fit the definition of revenge porn because it wasn't published. Well, obviously the fucking cops that put out an arrest warrant, the prosecutor that put out an arrest warrant, doesn't fucking agree with you motherfuckers. And besides, I think this law was like, this revenge porn shit was passed for like fucking, again, like people that were like, they were in relationship, and then they're fucking their exes wanted to get back at them either by posting it online, but sometimes you don't even have to post it all online, because a lot of these people that are victims of these things are minors. So, like, there's been stories of minors that have been victim of revenge porn and they ended up killing themselves because the porn was being shared online because they're minors, or it was being shared or between the other kids, these high school kids that were filming these things and shit. But that's why that law was made, I think. I'm not 100% sure that I'm weighing that part out too. But again, let's continue. Lady Rackets, KR, when it says KR, it means Lady Rackets. Lady Rackets, fully identifying police reports, called in to report Aaron M. Holt's date of birth, sent another individual a nude photo of her without consent. On July 19th, 2024, Lady Rackets, Nick, and April, all fully identifying police report, met with law enforcement. So they all went to the cops. All these people that are right now under criminal indictment, criminal investigation, they all went to the cops to file a police report. And some people are saying that, because they did this, that means they're hypocrites, because they're claiming that the police are lying. The police are always lying and all that other stuff. The two things could be true. Police could always lie, but this is not the police doing this. This is Lady Rackets, Nick, and April that went to the police. So they're the ones making the allegation, not the police. Lady Rackets is the one making the allegation against Aaron M. Halls. It's not the police. The police has nothing. Well, the police has something to do with it, as in they're taking the reports from them. But notice they put their name to an allegation. These people are easily identifiable because they're identifiable in the supplemental report. But Lady Rackets is putting her name to an allegation. Nick is putting his name to an allegation, and April is putting her name to an allegation. And by the way, Aaron M. Holt did this live on stream. So the crime that is being committed, the crime they're speaking of was committed on stream. We have footage of the crime being committed. This is not some random allegation. Oh, hey, he did this to me one time. No. We got it on tape. Unlike that whole sniffy, nosy shit from the May 21st stream, we have proof that Aaron M. Holt did what he's being accused of. So again, let me read through this whole shit, and then afterwards, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it. So, Lady Rackets reported over the course of several months, Nick and April and the defendant communicated via an app called Signal. Now, I'm gonna give you my takes later. The purpose of the app was to keep things private amongst each other, and all agreed nothing will be shared to others. That's why they're all talking together. That's why Lady Rackets, Nick, and April showed up all together for them to corroborate each other's stories. Because if it was just Lady Rackets versus Aaron M. Holt, it's a he said, she said thing. But no, she's saying that, hey, we're all in this thing, in this Signal thing, and we all agree that what we do in this app stays in this app. By the way, mistake number one. Actually, mistake number one is fucking with these people. Mistake number one. April might seem like a nice woman, but the fact that you trusted these people enough to engage in what you're about to engage in, like, that's where you fucked up, Nick. Nick and Lady Rackets, that's where you guys fucked up. All right. So the purpose of the app was to keep things private amongst each other, and all agreed nothing will be shared to others. Lady Rackets sent new photographs via Signal. She doesn't say to who. She just sent it through Signal. In April, there was a breakdown, and the defendant started talking negatively about Nick and April online on an online talk show. In May, he started talking negatively about Lady Rackets as well. At the end of April or beginning of May, defendant started sharing details of the relationship on the talk show. On May 27, 2024, defendant had Gino Bisconte, that's Gino, fully identified in police report on his talk show. During the show, defendant sent Gino Bisconte a text, which was a new photo of Lady Rackets. She did not consent to this. Nick Ricada reported there were pictures shared via the Signal app. In May, defendant started talking about the relationship online. On May 27th, 2024, defendant sent Gino Bisconte a new photo. April M. Holtz reported there were pictures shared via Signal app. The relationship ended in April. She found out on July 12th that the defendant sent a photograph to Gino Bisconte on May 27, 2024. April M. Holt texted both Gino Bisconte and Keanu Thompson, fully identified in the police report, who both confirmed Gino Bisconte received a new photo of Lady Rackets on May 27, 2024. April M. Holt looked at the defendant's phone records, which confirmed he sent a picture/video to Gino Bisconte on May 27th on 9:23 a.m., which would have been during this talk show that day. A review of the defendant's talk show from May 27, 2024, it shows the defendant and Gino participating. The two of them talk about Lady Rackets and about her tattoos, and the defendant is seen scrolling through his phone, and it looks like he is taking a screenshot and then tells Gino to look at his phone. Gino looks at his phone and says, "I like tattoos more than I thought." Defendant then responds, "Your boy didn't do too bad, did he?" Lady Rackets is then talked about in an explicit manner. Gino confirmed he received a new photograph of Lady Rackets from the defendant on May 27th during the show. He described Lady Racket as standing completely nude with her breasts exposed. He further described a tattoo under Lady Racket's breast in the photograph. Later, law enforcement was able to confirm Lady Rackets that she did have a tattoo under her left breast. Gino Visconti said he deleted the photograph afterwards. Keanu Thompson stated that she saw the photograph on Gino's phone. Gino received a text from the defendant, which was a photograph of Lady Racket's nudes. Keanu and described Lady Racket standing completely nude with both breasts fully exposed. Keanu said Lady Rackets was identifiable by the photograph, and she knew it was Lady Rackets based on the photograph. Keanu confirmed Gino deleted the photograph. Law enforcement spoke to the defendant. He acknowledged the relationship and using the Signal app. However, the defendant stated he did not recall receiving or sending a new photo of Lady Rackets. He later said he did not want to definitively say he never received a new photograph, but cannot recall being sent one. Defendant acknowledged using Signal. Defendant resides on this is where he lives, where his studio is set up, where he did the blah blah blah. The defendant has an online talk show where he live streams multiple times a day leading up to his offense, and since this incident occurred, the defendant oftentimes talks about Lady Rackets and or things between himself, Lady Rackets, Nick Ricada, and April. Comments made during these live streams are concerning, especially in light of this incident. The state believes the defendant will not stop and will continue to harass Lady Rackets until conditions are set, given that the state is requesting a body-only bench warrant to be issued. Complainant has reason to believe and does believe that all of the above information is true and correct. The above of your complaint above name unarmed 20th of May, yada yada yada, saying, yo, he did that shit. He really did that shit. We have him on tape doing it. These people confirm. So now, notice this. Ready? Lady Racket says she sent a photo through Signal. Notice it didn't say she sent a photo through Signal to him. That's why when I made my first post about it, I said it was a group chat because it looks like they were all in the group chat. They were all there. Like she reported over several months that her, Lady Rackets, April, and Aaron, they were all talking, and they all agreed not to share this shit. If Lady Rackets was just sending these new photos to Aaron's for him personally, why would Nick know about it? Why would April know about it? Why would they all have to agree to keep these things private? You know what I'm saying? I think they're all in a group chat together, and they were all doing some shady fucking shit. Some fucking weirdo fucking, I don't know if it's Voyager. It could be swinging. I'm not gonna rule that out, but this is fucking weird. Why are you all sending each other fucking naked photos of each other? This is abnormal. When I said too much intimate shit, this is too much intimate shit. And now, is it is unbefitting of a supposed Christian mother of five? Yeah, it's unbefitting of these kinds of people. But I remember one time during the locals chat, like a long time ago, I don't know, it must have been like a year or two ago, where a bunch of people wanted to push the boundaries on the locals thing on the locals chat, because I don't know if you know this, but locals, you're not allowed to post pornography. It's illegal to post pornography on locals. Well, it's not illegal, it's banned. Like, you'll get banned for that. So what people would do on the Nick Rekieta chat, on the Nick Rekieta locals, they will push the boundaries and they will post semi-naked pictures of themselves. Like, they'll be covering up their boobs, or they'll be covering up their ass, or some shit like that. But the Rakietas participated in this fucking thing. And by the way, notice where all those people are. Where all you niggas that were sharing naked pictures of yourselves? Where all you niggas at? Are you still in the locals? Are you still in the fucking... Are you still subscribing to this dude? Are you still supporting him? Where the fuck are all you fucking happy-go-lucky, let's just have fun, stop being a bunch of prunes? Stop being a bunch of prunes, you people that complain about this shit. About we're just having fun. Like, where are all you niggas at now? Because right now on the locals page, this is the locals page. I know all this is like loser meme compium lied about the locals page, but this is actually the locals page. The only person who's actually talking about this is me, and I rarely talk about this anymore. Right now, this is what actually is happening on the locals page. Right now, we got people trying to like this dude. I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. I don't know. But people trying to build their audience. People are starting their own shows, and they're trying to build their audience off the old Rekieta fucking audience. So we got this dude just posting his shows. We got, I think Bulldozer does the same thing, where they're just posting their fucking shows and shit. Look, Sally, posting her show. This dude, Ma, posting his. These dudes are just trying to build their fucking audience off of fucking Nick. This dude was spurking out like a few days ago on the locals. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But look at what we have here. That's all that's going on the locals. The locals almost fucking dead. Like, the only motherfucker that posts anything about this shit is me. And again, that's like once in a fucking while. The other time, it's just people posting their own fucking shows because they know Nick is not streaming. So they take this opportunity to start their own YouTube careers and start their own fucking channels. And they're what better audience to go after than the audience that's known for giving money? And they think that, well, if we copy Nick's fucking formula, then maybe we could get Nick's audience to give us money so we could support our shit. And if they can make a tenth of what Nick was making, they'll be fucking straight. But that's what's going on the locals chat right now. Like, I'm not trying to build my fucking career off this shit. I'm just trying to use whatever skill I had to disprove all the fucking bullshit that I see online. So what do I think happened? I think these dudes were in a group chat. Because that's why they all have to agree on it. That nothing's supposed to be shared. Because again, why does Nick have to agree with Aaron not to share what Lady Rackets is sending to him? Why would April have to agree? I think they were all in a group chat. I think they were goofing around, and then it got weirder and weirder, and then these people just got to the point where they're just sending new photos of each other on fucking Signal. And Aaron M. Holtz used those photographs to make the claim like, hey, I fucked her. Well, I fucked her and here's my proof. I have a naked picture of her. That's what I think happened. Now, do I believe Aaron M. Holtz fucked Lady Rackets? Honestly, I don't know. I'm leaning towards the no, he did not. I'm leaning towards no, he did not. TV's Will Herron. All right. Where is the video? No, wrong. That's not where I want to be. These niggas compare himself to Trump on New York Law Universe. What the fuck? Explain the no emotion. Jason close up. Interviewed Kiwi Farms. You niggas is weird. All right. This kid's back camera doesn't seem like Aaron. Okay, where is it? Because Doug explains. Oh yeah, where the fuck is this shit? Bible reading. It was like, was it this dude or was it? I don't know if you know this. Kiki needs proof. Wants Ashley to call. Oh, but basically, what I was looking for is that Keanu Thompson confirmed that basically that when Aaron M. Holt started talking to them about the breakup, he basically said that, hey, me and Lady Rackets, we kissed, but we didn't fuck. And then it wasn't until he started doing his press tour, his tour where he went on all these podcasts, his podcast tour, it wasn't that he started to claim that he fucked her. But privately to Keanu Thompson, he told Keanu that he didn't fuck her. I don't want to look for this shit. I'm really fucking tired. I'm doing this all again. I'm just winging it. I am not putting my time and fucking energy into this shit. I am not putting too much of my time and energy. But I think they were doing something fucking weird on that fucking app, and they were sharing fucking naked pictures of himself. Was this like meant, like, were they maybe heading to that, towards that shit, towards a potential swinging situation? Maybe. But a lot of the times, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but people, let's say people watch a specific kind of porn, they only watch it, they don't really participate in that kind of porn in real life. So, and that could be the same thing. It could be a thing where they were voyagers and they were sharing pictures of themselves with the other couple that they felt comfortable with. And I don't know why they felt comfortable with Aaron, but I guess they did. But it doesn't mean what most people think it means. Only because Aaron M. Holt had a picture of Lady Rackets, it doesn't mean that he was fucking her. That's not what evidence is. So what is evidence? Let's look at what evidence. What the fuck is evidence? All right, so evidence. The available body of fact of information indicating whether a belief or proposition is true or valid. Okay, so now, what does Aaron M. Holt possessing a naked picture of Lady Rackets prove? The only thing it proves that he has access to her nudes. That is the only thing that him having a picture of Lady Racket proof. That she sent a nude photo. She sent nude photographs through this app, and he had access to where she posted those fucking nude photographs. That's all this proves. Now, what would it take for me to believe that they were having sex or that they were wife swapping? Okay, what it would take for me to believe it? One, more video. Let's say they have a sex tape or something like that. If they admit to having a sex tape, okay, I'll believe it. If Lady Rackets confess, if they all confess to wife swapping, I'd believe it. Okay, so because now it's all mounting up, or not even that, just a picture of them two together. Like, you notice that Lady Rackets and Aaron M. Holt, like, there's not a picture of those two people together. Like, I haven't seen it. If you've seen a picture of these two people together, can you like send that? Well, don't send it to me, but like post it somewhere. I don't know. Like, this dude was claiming like he was in an emotional, important relationship with Lady Rackets, but these two dudes don't have a fucking picture together. Like, when have you been in a relationship with someone and you never taken a picture with them? Does that make sense to you? We've seen a lot of pictures of Aaron M. Holt and April M. Holt. We've seen a lot of pictures of Nick Rekieta and Lady Rackets, but we've never seen a picture of Lady Rackets and Aaron M. Holt together. And we haven't seen a picture of April and Nick together, just by themselves, without Lady Rackets being. Have we? Have we? Because we have seen a picture of all three of them together. We saw the picture of them with Ralph. Where is it? Where is it? In Ralph Twitter. Fucking gunt. Hopefully he pinned it. I don't want to. Man, I hate it when they do this. Okay, there it is. All right. And she looks better, you know. She looks a lot better. She's not wearing the makeup there, but that's other than that, they gotten thicker. They're actually gaining weight. But we've seen a picture of all three of them together, plus Ralph. But we haven't seen a picture of Nick and April by themselves, and we haven't seen a picture of Lady Rackets with Aaron Emholt. And supposedly these motherfuckers were swapping wives. Supposedly that's what was happening, but we don't even have a picture of those two people together. So, like, I don't know what what we're supposed to make of this shit, but I think that's what happened. So I wrote some shit. Actually, I'm gonna have somebody. This is what I wrote about the situation. I'm gonna have a British man read what I wrote. This 3 days ago. All right. Wait. Read my shit, bitch. Facts. Facts. It doesn't mean that. It does not mean that they were true. It just means they were sharing. The only thing this means is that he had access to her nudes. That's the only thing that means. That's the only thing that means. Because you could, like, you notice how, let's say people let's say right now there's a huge election coming up. The 2024 US elections, right? Democrats versus Republicans. You notice how certain people could come up with different conclusions based on what they see. Let's say they see certain videos and the Democrats come up with one conclusion and the Republican come up with another conclusion. This is what this is. Right now, his conclusion based on this fucking based on this arrest warrant is that they were swinging. Why? Because he wants to believe that shit. He wants to believe. He wants to believe that they were fucking swinging based on this shit. Now, but all I'm saying is that this is not enough evidence. Now, I've given you what I need to believe that they were swinging, but right now I don't have all the fucking evidence. Like that would be like saying, you go to the police officer, right? And say, hey, Mr. Officer, I saw somebody murder someone. And they ask you who. You said, I don't know. And they ask you where. And you said, I don't know. And you ask like at what time did this happen? You said, I don't know. You're right now, what the police has is an eyewitness to a murder that this eyewitness can't fucking describe. They don't have a suspect. They don't have a gun. They don't have a murder victim. They don't have a motive. They don't have none of that, this nature. The only thing that they have is an eyewitness to a murder that this motherfucker doesn't even know. Can't fucking explain who, what, where, when, and why. And it's the same thing here. The only thing we have for this story is one person making an allegation, and this person who made the allegation having access to a new picture. That's all we have. We don't have an admission of guilt from the other party. We don't have pictures and videos. We don't have like fucking. Just think about the stories this guy was telling people. Just like think about that. So like, does this mean that they were like, this is definitive proof? This is not definitive proof of jack fucking shit. This doesn't prove anything. It just means that this guy know what this woman looks like naked. That's all this means. That's all this means. This guy knows what this woman looks like naked. Let's continue. Okay, where's the mental gymnastics? Tell me where I come up with some random fucking theory. Tell me where I sound unreasonable. Tell me where I sound unreasonable. It said, does this mean the swinging allegations were true? Because this dude has a naked picture of her. No, I have a naked picture. Like, who's the biggest porn star right now? Mia Khalifa? I have a naked picture of Mia Khalifa on my phone. Does this mean I'm fucking Mia Khalifa? No. It just means I have a picture of her on my phone and I know what she looks like naked. Now, the possibility of this thing increases if I know Mia Khalifa personally, and the possibility of this increases even more if I actually have a relationship with her and like, you know, or we were dating or something. But having a naked picture of a woman on your phone does not mean you're having sex with her. I used, like, again, if you haven't, this is the first time you're watching this, first time you're watching me, I was a soldier. I deployed to Afghanistan, and a lot of some of the stuff we used to do when we were deployed, well, not me, I never did this, but some soldiers, they would meet a girl on Facebook, they would develop a relationship. These girls would start sending these guys naked pictures of themselves. The guys would send the girls naked picture of themselves or dick pics or whatever. And the further I heard this going was dude getting on Skype, because this was like 10 years ago and stuff. Guys will get on Skype and they'll like have like Skype sex with these girls. They never met these women. One of our soldiers got scammed. Like, one of these women were running a scam where they were like acting like they were interested in the guy. They would go through Skype sex. They would record the session and then blackmail the fucking dude. We had that happen to one of our guys. But the dude had a naked picture of the chick. The chick was real, but he never fucked her. So again, only because you have a naked picture of somebody on your phone doesn't mean that you're fucking them. It could be evidence of something more. And again, this guy lied to this guy, Aaron Emholt, told Keanu Thompson that initially they didn't have sex. And then it wasn't until he started going on his fucking press tour that he started saying all this crazy fucking shit. So, and Aaron Emholt's like, he's not trustworthy. Like, if you don't know why they can't say, whether Rackets can't say anything. Actually, let's continue. They can't say anything because Aaron Emholt is a star witness against them. But yeah, let's continue. Bomb. Exactly. Yes. What's wrong with that? Like, why are you looking at like that's weird? Like he's not the victim. He's not the one who filed the report. That's not his naked picture. It's Lady Rackets' naked picture. And you're acting like that's ridiculous. Like, does it make him a hypocrite because they went to the police Like, no, he's again, like, I'm right. He's not the victim. Lady Rackets is, and if she wants to go to police report because somebody committed a crime against her, she fucking should. Like, if you get, let's say, if you get, I don't know, charged with tax evasion or some shit, right? You get charged with tax evasion, and now you're going through some legal trouble and shit. And then I don't know, you go out to dinner, you post bail, and then I don't know, you decide to go out to dinner, and somebody mug you and shit, and they rob you from your wallet. What, you shouldn't go to the police because you got your own criminal case going on right now? If somebody committed a crime against you, you shouldn't go to the fucking police? Like, what? This dude is a fucking clown, bro. Holy shit. Obviously, he's not responding to any of the arguments. He's just reading what I said and making me look like I'm fucking coping. I'm not fucking coping. Like, actually, I'm being very critical of the Rackets and what they've done. I'm very, like, the fact that whatever they had with the M-holes, the fact that they let it get this fucking far is why they're in the situation that they're in right now. If they would have behaved appropriately, they wouldn't have fucking been in this situation. Where they got this random fucking dude talking shit about them, saying all kinds of crazy shit. And now everyone in this fucking dude, all four of these motherfuckers that were in this weird situation now have a case against. Now they're all dealing with jail time. Now they're all dealing with the law. Like, what the fuck is that? This was some weird fucking shit. Like, I'm only because I'm a fan of Nick Rackets doesn't mean that I'm gonna excuse everything he fucking did. Fuck out of here. No. Sometimes you gotta call out the fucking bullshit even when you like the fucking person. You gotta call it out. You can't just be tolerant of fucking tolerant of fuck shit only because you like the person. That's probably what got him into this place. They probably saw Aaron M-hole, and like 5 minutes after meeting him, they saw that he was, you know, he was on some fuck shit, but tolerated it because they liked him. Like, that's what gets you in trouble, Nick. That's what got you in trouble. Like, I knew immediately once I heard from Aaron M-hole that this dude was a weirdo. And by the way, look at uncivil law here. Like a fucking dweeb. Like a fucking dweeb. This is a demand against the government law. Like a fucking dweeb. Look at you, uncivil. Like, what happened? What did Nick do to you that made you want to stab him in the back? Like, Nick had you in this fucking house, nigga. You met him and his family. Like, and now you're doing this shit? Like, what the fuck, bro? Bars. Facts. I wanted to pull up the video of them two saying that shit, but I really don't fucking feel like it. Like, you could look it up. Like, when this arrest warrant was issued, that's basically what they were saying. Like, oh, you guys, like, oh, Nick, what the fuck? You're going to police when you're saying that all cops lie and all that other shit. Calling Nathan, I appreciate your content. Most others are just grifting idiots. Thank you, man. Thank you for fucking commenting. I appreciate that shit. Like, most of the time I'm just talking to myself, but yeah, man, I don't really want to do this. I fucked up. I should have never said that I was gonna do it. Like, once I wrote it, I regretted it and I wanted to delete it. But like, be honest, a lot of people are just like giving the wrong fucking perspective on it, and I don't think it's fucking fair to this lady. So I'm like, yo, let me just like get on here real quick, do some fucking just explaining you motherfuckers that the thing that you think is evidence of some things isn't really evidence. That's all I'm doing. But like, hey, you think that this photo means that he was having sex with her? No, it does not. It just means that he knows what she looks like naked. That's it. That's all this means. So, yeah. All right, let's continue. Boom, man. That's referring to the that little situation that we had in the locals earlier, like a year ago or something like that, where people were just sharing naked pictures of themselves, and they were just covering up the private parts and shit so it doesn't violate locals' terms of service. But Nick participated in this, Lady Rackets participated in this. This dude Legal Mindset showed those pictures on his stream. Like he obviously censored them, but he showed those pictures of these people. They were just like posting pictures of themselves naked when everyone else in that local, well, not everyone else, because obviously I wasn't fucking doing it because I don't do that dumb shit, because I'm one of those fucking prunes that knows better. Because obviously, like, think about it like this: what problem would you rather have? Being a fucking prune that doesn't experiment sexually and doesn't do all kinds of crazy shit, or dealing with this fucking bullshit that they're dealing with right now? Like, Nick, if you hear me, like, what problem would you rather fucking have? Would you rather be considered a fucking prune, or would you rather have somebody claiming to the internet that he fucked your wife? What problem would you rather have, Nick? What problem would you rather fucking have? That's a simple question. I would rather be considered a prune. Even though I'm not a prune, technically I'm a whoremonger. But I know how to keep my shit private. Like, if I take a dick pic, that dick pic is not going anywhere. Granted, I don't take dick pics, but that dick pic is not going anywhere. Or if I'm making a sex tape, that sex tape is for my eyes only. I don't even share sex tapes with people I make sex tapes with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even share with that shit like that. Like, that shit's for my consumption, and then when I'm done with it, I delete that shit because I don't like watching old porn. Oh. What are we doing? What are we talking about? What problem would you rather fucking have? What problem would you rather fucking have? Just ask yourself that question. Just like, just whenever you're making a decision in your life, ask yourself a question. What problem would I rather have? If I make this choice, this is the problem I'm gonna have. If I make this other choice, this is the problem I'm gonna have. And Nick fucked up because he didn't ask himself that question. What problem would I rather fucking have? So yeah. Because you don't know, because you're not one of the locals, you remember, so you don't know what I'm referring to. You didn't know what I was referring to. Like, if we as a locals community have semi-naked pictures of Lady Rackets, there was something going out, like she was sharing that shit out with the other people. So now, my thought process when I was writing it was like, listen, if she's willing to share those kinds of photos on social media with the locals community, imagine what she's sharing in private. And that's what led me to believe, oh, okay, they got frisky in the Signal app and started sharing too fucking much. Sorry, I bet you there's naked pictures of all of them in that fucking Signal group. I bet you there's a naked picture of Aaron in there. I bet you there's a naked picture of Nick. I bet you there's a naked picture of April in there, in that Signal's fucking thing. I bet. I'm willing to bet. Now, again, do I know I'm right? Obviously not. I don't know jack fucking shit. These people haven't told me anything. But is based on of the publicly available information, that's my conclusion of it. Now, do you want to believe that, oh, because they're sharing naked pictures with each other, they're fucking? Okay, it's okay to believe, it's reasonable. I understand why you would believe it, but that's not enough evidence for me to believe that shit. Because again, I've seen it in real life where people share naked pictures with others and they didn't follow through. Like, some girls send titty pictures to guys that they don't fuck afterwards. Like, some guys that they meet like in a different country, and then they're in a relationship with a dude in a different country, and then it turns out they got catfish. Who knew? Who knows? So yeah. Like, what makes it cope? Because I don't want to believe what you believe. I like not even that I don't want to believe it. I don't have enough reason to believe it. There isn't enough evidence to believe the story that's being told about the narrative. There's not enough reason to believe the narrative. There's not. He said he fucked her. He's told the public he fucked her, but he told Keanu Thompson in private that he didn't fuck her. And then, okay, he has a naked picture of her, and he sent it to these people. But when he's asked about these pictures, he's acting like he didn't know. He like look at what he starts lying the moment he starts getting pressed. The moment he started getting the defendant, where law enforcement spoke to the defendant, he acknowledged the relationship. So they all had, and using the Signal app. So he acknowledged, yes, we were all in a relationship. And we all use Signal. However, the defendant stated he did not recall. So he doesn't remember receiving or sending a new photo. So boom, look, right there, he's lying. He's not trustworthy. He's on record lying about this shit. Like, we saw you commit the fucking crime, bitch. We saw you commit the fucking crime. I should look up the photo, but I don't fucking feel like it, honestly. I mean, not the photo. I should look up the video of Aaron Emholt sending the photo to Gino Bisconte, but I honestly don't fucking feel like it. Listen, don't take my word for anything. If you have time, look it up yourselves. But this is like, I don't even want to waste my energy in this bullshit, dude. Like, that's how, like, this is like, again, I'm not a content creator. I have a real fucking job. I just got done doing my fucking job, and I decided to do it today, do it right now to get it over with. And like, do it before Nick does his stream and talks about it. Because if Nick does his stream and talks about it, then chances are he might say the same shit that I've been saying. Because I've seen him making the same arguments that I've made. I don't think he watched my videos. It's just logical conclusions that you come up with when you think when you think about things critically. So let's continue. But like, again, he thinks I'm coping. Like, where's the cope? Like, what am I trying to cope with? What am I trying to cope with? I don't want to fuck Nick's wife. Nick's wife is hot, but I don't want to fuck Nick's wife. Not that I wouldn't or all that. Like, but no, that's not what this is about. The whole point of this is that we have pictures of her as well. We are not fucking her. The argument is, because he has a naked picture of her, he must have been fucking her. And my argument is, we also have a naked picture of her, and we are not fucking her. So what makes you think you are? Like, why should we believe you are? That was the whole point, is we have semi-naked pictures of this woman. We're not fucking her. Why should we believe that you're fucking her? You know what I'm saying? That was the whole point of the argument. I must have not articulated it well, or this motherfucker does not know how to read English. It doesn't matter to me. This dude is the fucking grifter. But the hot tub stream. Did they fuck after the hot tub stream? Did they all? Okay, so ready? Are you ready? This is argument for why they were swinging. He has a naked picture of her, disproving that. I disproved that in 2 seconds. His next thing is the hot tub stream. Oh, the reason not to believe is that because two people are in a hot tub together, that doesn't mean that they're fucking. There's people who Like, have you heard of a public pool? As in, people get into a water naked. Oh, they don't get naked together, but people share pools. People share fucking hot tubs. There are people at parties and shit. Like, yeah, they had a weird hot tub streams on local. That does not mean they were fucking, dumbass. That doesn't mean they were fucking. No, they were close. Like, and like, if you have a hot tub and you invite your friends over to hang out on the hot tub, like, I've seen it before, dude. There's a whole, remember the hot tub streams on Twitch? There used to be an entire fucking section of Twitch where a bunch of people got in a hot tub together. That doesn't mean they were fucking. That doesn't mean they were fucking. There's plenty. Hold on. Open new tab. Let's Google hot tub stream. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. That was the Twitch meta. Remember the Twitch meta? Look at that. Oh, she does. Look at that. Obviously, he fucked her afterwards. Look at all the look at all these people on the hot. This is literally. Okay. Look at all these people on a hot tub. You think this dweeb fucked those two women? You think that dweeb fucked all those two? Look at all these people in a hot tub. Like, I think both of these girls are OnlyFans. Godbreed Breckhill and Sneeko do a hot tub stream. Look at all these people in the hot tub together. They all that's what it means. That's what it takes to have sex with somebody. Get them in a hot tub. Like, that's what it takes. Like, should I get a hot tub and then should anybody who gets in it with me, like, I gotta stick my penis in them? That's what it takes. Just getting in a hot tub with somebody. You niggas are fucking clowns, bro. Yeah, but look at all the weird shit. Yo, this was a meta for 2 years, bro. For 2-3 years. This was a meta. This was okay, this is weird. Them two niggas is gay. These two niggas is gay. Look at people in the hot tub. They're having a reverse Oreo with that fat black dude right there. That's his argument. They're all in a hot tub together, so they must have fucked. You motherfuckers are stupid. You motherfuckers are clowns. And then you try to make fun of me like I will fucking blast you niggas in 2 fucking seconds with your stupidity. By exposing you stupidity. That's how easy it was for me to expose the stupidity. Look how easy that was. I didn't even have to try. I just a quick hot tube, I said hot tub. I said hot tube. I just noticed that. That's how quick I disproved this fucking dumb fucking narrative. Oh well, they're in a hot tub together, so they're all having sex. They're all having sex. No, they're just in a hot tub together. That doesn't mean shit. Now, these women all had sex together because they all do porn. But everybody else, they're not having sex with each other. So, yeah, let's X out of that. But yeah, let's listen to his argument. His argument is A, he has a naked picture of her. Because having a naked picture of a woman automatically means you're going to fuck her. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a naked picture of Halle Berry. I'm going to save it on my phone. And when I wake up tomorrow, Halle Berry's going to be right next to me, ready to get fucked. Because obviously, if I have a naked picture of Halle Berry, that means I get to fuck her afterwards. She magically appears on my bed and with her legs spread open. That's what it means. So when there's a naked picture of a woman in your phone, you get the fucker. That's what that means. Naked picture of Halle Berry on my phone tonight, and tomorrow morning when I wake up, she's gonna be ass up, head face down, ready to get dick down. So right now, I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna do that. I'm too tired for that shit. That's what that means. A naked picture of Lady Rackets means that Aaron M. Holtz was fucking her. It doesn't mean that he was in a group chat where they were sharing naked pictures of each other and he's just having to fucking use that picture to prove that he was use that picture to support his bullshit fucking story. B, they were in a hot tub together, because every time you get into a hot tub with somebody, you automatically get the fuck. You dudes are weird. These are the arguments they're making. These are the arguments they're making. It wasn't like it would be one thing if they were like, hey, these people were known to be close to each other. These people, if he would have shown like a text or something, him talking to a text from Lady Rackets, like, hey, this is a text from Lady Rackets, and she's telling me that we can have the relationship anymore and blah blah blah. Or this is like, there's some people who text like reviews of sex, you know, like I don't know if like, what's the best way for me to explain this? People, like, after someone has sex with a person, like they'll compliment that person through text later. Like, oh, last night was so good, honey. I want to do it again. And then they'll respond like, oh man, anytime, and yada yada yada. Like, where are those fucking screenshots? It'd be like, hey yo, these are the texts she was sending me. Like, oh, these are all the pictures she was sending me. Oh, here's all of us talking about having an orgy. These are like, here's a, like, where are all these fucking messages? Where are all these screenshots? Like, the only thing, okay, you had a picture, you had access to her nudes. That's all that means. He was in a hot tub with her. Okay, they all took a bath together. And they all took a bath. That's what a hot tub is. A hot tub is a bath. And they did it on the locals. And they were making jokes. Like, it's the same thing I said with the, I didn't say this with the daughter testing positive. Like, you have to believe certain things in order for you to come to those conclusions. You have to already be predisposed to believing. Like, you already have to hate Nick in order for you to believe this shit about him. So yeah, actually, let me back up a little bit. Boom. Yep. Yeah, we're cooked. Yes, yes, it is. Boom. The fact that Aaron admitted to Keanu that they weren't having that the only thing he did with Lady Rackets is kiss her, which is, again, even still, that is too far. That's too far. You kissed Lady Rackets? Nick let you kiss Lady Rackets? He better have not known about that shit. He better have not known about that shit. But I don't even think that's true. I don't even think that story's true. How is that the simplest answer? How is that the simplest answer? What's the simplest answer? They were engaging in a drug-fueled sex orgy? Yeah, they were engaging, like, so okay. What's the reasonable answer? Okay. What's the reasonable answer? Okay. Answer A. He had access to her group, to a group where she was posting her nudes, or B, they were having a drug-fueled sex orgy or drug-fueled wife swapping shit. Like, what sounds more reasonable and what sounds more ridiculous? Because he's saying the ridiculous shit is the more reasonable shit. That's where he's going. Like, oh yeah, that drug fueled swinging orgy shit that they were doing. That's the reasonable answer. No, that's not what that means. That's not what that means. These are the same people that thought that a 9-year-old girl was doing coke every fucking day. Every day until the Rackets got arrested. That was their Occam's razor. Oh, Occam's razor. He was giving his daughter drugs. Occam's razor. He was giving his daughter so much drugs she would have died. That's Occam's razor. They need to be taught what Occam's razor is. They need to be taught what Occam's razor is. Because I don't think they know what Occam's razor is. The simplest answer is it might be the right answer. So the simplest answer to the positive drug test for that 9-year-old girl was that it was a false positive drug test. That's the simplest answer, because it's too high. That drug test was too high. So now the simplest answer here was that this guy, Aaron M. Holt, had access to a group chat where they were posting news of each other. No. To him, the simplest answer is that they were all fucking. That's something wrong with this dude. This dude wants to believe this weird shit. That's why he wants to believe that shit. That's why he's saying that shit. All right, let me continue. By the way, that's what too much means. Well, let me just teach this guy a little bit of the English language. If it's too much, they're in a Signal group chat. Correct. That's what I believe. Where they share too much shit. Too much, that means excessive. That means you exceeded what is considered normal. So when I say too much, that means they went overboard. It got weird. And the weird shit they were doing is sharing fucking news of each other. That shit is weird. That shit is too much. No, Americans don't do that. It's just these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers did that shit. It was abnormal. It was abnormal. It was abnormal. It was weird. We don't do this shit. That's why I said it's too much. Now, let's say, I don't know, Lady Rackets wanted to share, I don't know, a bikini picture or a picture, because you know there's some women who, let's say, they're hot, right? But they don't get to show that their hotness off, and they feel like they're missing out in the world. Because right now the only person who gets to see their hotness is their husband. So they start like posting like bikini pictures. Like I don't know if you like remember when all the Republican women started sharing bikini pictures and shit because the left started attacking them. I think it was Anna Paulina Luna was the first woman. Like, oh, she was in a bikini, and then all the other fucking conservative women started sharing bikini pictures of themselves to support her, even though these women are supposed to be trad wives. They did it because they wanted everyone to see how hot they were. That's why they did it. Like, they did it to support Anna Paulina, the Congressman Anna Paulina Luna, but they also did it because like they've been dying to show. They've been dying to show themselves off because they're hot chicks and nobody gets to see them because they're all fucking trad wives. So that's what I think happened. And then it went too far. And then they started getting naked and they started posting that shit. No, motherfucker, that's why it says too much. That's why it says, that's why that term too much is there. If I would have said where they shared intimate shit, that would have been assuming that, hey, this is an intimate stuff that is normal amongst people and they just gave him access. No, this is not normal. These people exceeded what normally what is acceptable behavior, and now they're in the fucking mess they're in right now. What the fuck is a jail crystal? That's some nerd shit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Again, the whole, where did I go? I teach a British man how to read the English language. British man who does not know how to read the English language. That's why the word too much is there. They exceed it. Again, how many times I got to explain to it? He thinks that I believe that this is the acceptable behavior. Where did you get the I believe this is acceptable behavior? I'm condemning most of the shit they did. And read it for yourself without this fucking dumbass terrible commentary. It said, where they shared too much shit, they exceeded what is normally acceptable, and the Rackets poor judge of character, because Nick and Lady Rackets they are not able to judge character correctly. That's why Nick's friends all backstab him. Not all of them. There's some people who are still loyal to him, but they all stab him in the fucking back. Every single one of them. All of them. Either they didn't stand up for him and they stood quiet because they didn't know where the fucking wind is blowing, or B, they decided to jump on the Rakeda hate grift. Yellow Flash. Fucking all of Law 2, except Robert Barnes and Viva Fry and Good Logic. Look at this fucking piece of shit right over here. Uncivil fucking law. Uncivil law hopping on the fucking Rakeda hate grift. Again, what a piece of shit. If Nick had good judge of character, he would have never let this fucking creep in his fucking house. But since he doesn't have good judge of character, that's why this creep was in his fucking house. I 100% agree, which is what I'm saying, but obviously you don't know how to read, which is why you think I'm saying something else, which I'm not. That is true. It is funny to see how other people think. So much so that it's incredible for you to see how people could read something and come up with a different fucking conclusion as to what you meant. This is, again, he's going off of this sentence. My assumption, based on the arrest warrant, is that the two couples had a Signal group chat where they shared too much intimate shit, and the Rakeda poor judge of character led them to the situation they're in today. Does that sound like I'm condoning their fucking action? Does that sound like I support what they fucking did? Does that sound like I think is normal for a married couple to share nudes with another married couple? If that, does that what that sounds like to you? Tell me what that sounds like to you. Tell me what that sounds like to you, because that's not what that sounds like to me. I said what I fucking meant, and this motherfucker wanted to read something else. He wanted to read something else. Unfortunately, what I wrote is not what's there, not what he think is there. That's why in his Viva Fry and Robert Barnes has this thing called confession through projection. He's projecting something else. He's projecting onto me something that he believed or something that he's guilty of. So now, guarantee you, like, I don't watch this dude. The only reason why I'm covering this because he's fucking reading my shit. Other than that, I don't really watch this dude. I don't think he's entertaining. Now, some other people doesn't mean might find him entertaining, but I don't find this guy entertaining. Sorry, dude, you're gonna have to fucking try harder. But this guy was probably covering he probably believed that Nick Rekieta's daughter was was actually being given cocaine, and when Nick got his kids back, it probably fucked their whole shit up. Nick getting his kid back got fucked everybody's shit up, because now it was signs of things to come. It was signs of things to come. It means that if he's able to get his kids back from CPS, that means that he's probably gonna beat this fucking case. The possibility of him beating this case went through the fucking roof, because he was able to he's already beat the state. When you got your kids back from fucking CPS, that means that you beat the case. And notice that, like, he got him so fucking back so fast that it was abnormal for that thing to happen, while he still has the criminal prosecution he has to deal with. He's got his kids back before he even went to court for his fucking shit, for his other thing, for his criminal charges. That's how fast he got his fucking kids back. So they must have been freaking out. They must have been like, dude, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. If we were wrong about Nick Rekieta's daughter, what else were we wrong about? And then this fucking arrest warrant drop, and then now they're latching on to the fucking swinger shit. Now they're latching on to the swinger shit. Like, oh, he must have been wrong. We were wrong about the girl and the drugs, but we're not wrong about the swinger shit. Well, I'm willing to bet. I'm on the side of, I don't know what happened, but I'm on the side of there's not enough evidence to conclude that they were swinging, that there were wives. Actually, because I think swinging is like an all-encompassing term. Let me Google it. Hopefully nothing. Swinging life. They call it the lifestyle. Hopefully no porn pops up. Swinging. Swinging, earlier commonly known as hot wife or wife swapping, is a sexual activity in which both singles and partners committed sexually engage in committed relationship. Swinging is a non-monogamic. People may choose. Let's see types: kinship, family, what the fuck, bi marriage, boyfriend, activities, bond. Alright, this is weird. Never mind. I'm not. Fuck this shit. Fuck all this Wikipedia shit. Fuck all that weird shit. But I don't think, like, there was some weird shit going on. I don't have enough evidence to conclude that they were swinging. But these people believe that this is absolute evidence that they're swinging. This is absolute, no doubt about it. The toe was deep in fucking Lady Rackets' holes. That's what they believe. I don't. And I'm not going to conclude that. And I'm really thinking that they're wrong about this shit the way they were wrong about the daughter. And they might be wrong about the other shit. So, yeah, let's continue. I'm almost done with this guy. Bars. Yeah, that was pretty fucking dumb. I don't know what the fuck I was writing there. I wrote that shit off the cuff. But what I was saying is that you don't need to use Signal to share naked pictures with of yourself with other people. You know what I'm saying? Like they were all in a Signal. Why are they using Signal? Why are they using that app? Like, think about it. Like, why were they using that? Like, why don't you just share it on your fucking phone? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand if you're using Instagram for people you don't know, or Twitter or whatever, but they know these people. They met these people, and like that's what they decided to use Signal, which is supposedly an encrypted messaging app. It didn't make sense to me. Where? Okay, he's correct. This is my assumption. Now I'm going to give you a reason why I believe that. You ready? Okay. Lady Rackets reported over the course of several months that her, boom, 1, 2, 3, and 4 communicated via an app called Signal. Okay, it's not Lady Rackets and the defendant communicated via Signal. All 4 of them communicated via Signal. All 4 of them. So 2 is a pair, 4 is a group. It's a group chat. She wasn't directly. Why does she need Nick and April to corroborate her story? Because remember, on July 19th, all 3 of them went to the fucking cops. All 3 of them went to the cops. Lady Rackets to give her report, and Nick and April to corroborate her fucking story. And how would they corroborate their story if they weren't involved in the fucking messaging? Because they were involved in the messaging. Because it was a fucking group chat. That's my logic. That's why I came up with it. Now, I was wrong about the other shit. I'll admit to that. Like, yo, let me clear up the record straight. I was wrong about the nature of the picture. I had confused some other stuff with what I was thinking at the time. So I think, but I definitely believe that it was a group chat. Now I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong about this. It could have been that they all had the apps and they all had agreed, but they could have each been sending different pictures to different people. Lady Rackets could have been sending naked pictures to Nick, and naked pictures to April, and naked pictures to Aaron, and then Aaron could have been sending naked pictures to Nick, and it could have been some weird fucking shit going on amongst. Again, this is some weird fucking shit. I am not defending what the fuck they were doing. I am not defending what they were doing at all. Don't take this as a defense of what they were doing, because I don't agree with this shit at all. And if they hadn't been doing this shit, they wouldn't have been in this fucking mess in the fucking first place. They would have avoided all this bullshit if they behaved the way they were supposed to be behaving. Obviously not. There's some people that think that, oh, I'm an adult, I could do what I want. Obviously fucking not. It is obvious you cannot do what you want. There's an action and there's a reaction. There's things that you do, and then there are the consequences for the things that you do. Some consequences aren't as bad as others, but right now, this is a pretty bad fucking consequence for sharing naked pictures, sharing naked pictures of your wife with somebody who's not her husband. This is bad. Lady Rackets did a bad thing. Like, well, again, she did a biblically wrong thing. She did a morally wrong thing. She didn't do anything illegal. It's not illegal for her to send news to. She could send news to whoever the fuck you want. But you gotta be wise. And she obviously sent it to the wrong fucking guy, which is why she's here now. It's why she's here now. She admitted to sending. She's the one who sent the photos. She's the one who sent the new photos. And obviously Aaron M. Holtz had access to those news photos. And that's why she's here now, out here filing a police report, because the guy who sent the new photos to is now disseminating that shit to everybody else. So moral of the fucking story, kids, don't be out here doing weird shit. Don't be out here doing weird shit. Again, does this mean that Aaron M. Holtz was fucking her? No. I need more evidence for that. But let's continue. Because she would have said it. And she wouldn't have needed Nick or April to corroborate her story. She probably has like the messaging thing on her phone. She could probably show the cops, like, here, this is the guy this is the picture I sent him, and this is the guy I sent it to, and now he's sharing that picture with everybody else. She doesn't need Nick to corroborate her story. There's plenty of women who probably go to the police because some random dude is sharing a naked picture of themselves. They don't need other people to corroborate their fucking story. It helps, but she doesn't need Nick or April to corroborate their story. It was probably a fucking group chat. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. You can't read English as a British person, and you think I'm not saying that. But I've been saying that the whole fucking time. Groups that aren't swinging? So you automatically have to be swinging in order for you to send naked pictures of themselves? I don't know if you know this, but there's this thing called Reddit. And on Reddit, there are a bunch of subgroups where a bunch of people should share naked pictures of themselves. None of them are fucking. None of them are fucking each other. So some people might be soliciting sex from other people. But like, let's say if they, hey, here's a picture of my dick if you live locally and shit. But it's just dude posting dick pics or chicks posting titty pictures. We're scanning, like, I don't know, I'm a fucking perv, so I be going through all this shit. But I don't be posting naked pictures of myself out there. That's fucking crazy. But again, people could post naked pictures of themselves and not fuck. That's possible, bro. That's not. Again, I thought that the Americans are supposed to be the prunes, but I guess not. I guess this guy automatically assumed that if you share a naked picture with somebody, that you automatically are gonna fuck them. Not true. It's not automatic. Yes. Okay, so I agree. By the way, only because it's naked doesn't mean sexual. There's like, I don't know, it must be because of where I live, but naked people they're just out here. And like, there's some people like do jobs. They're like, I don't know, like, you know how the people that go to the art classes and they get naked so that the students could draw them? They're fucking naked in front of these kids. Well, they're not kids. They're fucking adults. You got to be like 18 to be in these classes. But they're naked in front of these students, these art students that are drawing them and shit. Like, there's nothing sexual going on. And again, understanding sexual in a matter to entice, in a manner for the purpose of arousing or to engage in fornication or to engage in intercourse, and then just being new for the sake of being new. Like, there's this magazine called National Geographics, and they had those books like in the 3rd grade, and there were a bunch of African chicks with their fucking titties out. Those women, there was nothing sexual about those photos. It was just showing you like, hey, in Africa, in these villages, in these remote villages where we have like, where there's like little technology, these tribes, the women walk around with their fucking tits out. And those were in my school, like in the 3rd and 4th grade. Pictures of these fucking people, and it was on National Geographic. It was a naked woman, but it wasn't sexual. again, that was again. I think I'm wrong about this. But you can have a naked picture of a woman and it not be sexual. And sexual as in the point of this picture is not to arouse the person viewing the picture. That's what I mean when it's not sexual. I remember when the naked kids in college are Woodham. Yeah, I remember the nakeds in college art class. Yeah, I'm trying to explain. Yeah, thank you for the comment. But yeah, nudity doesn't automatically mean sexuality. Doesn't automatically mean for the pornography, or doesn't automatically mean for the purposes of enticing arousal, or for igniting arousal. Doesn't necessarily mean all that. Again, you could be around naked people. Well, you can't be around naked people. It depends on the fucking person. It depends on the fucking person. If you easily get aroused by naked fucking people, yeah, okay, you might be like 12 fucking years old and shit. I'm wrong about that. I think I'm wrong about that. I think that the picture, even though I made an argument about the picture not being sexual in nature, I might be wrong about this. Definitely, maybe the picture was for arousal. I thought the reason why I thought that it was about her showing off a tattoo, because when Aaron M. Holt sent the picture to Gino Visconti was talking about tattoos, and then they write it in the police report that there was a discussion about tattoos when he sent the photo. Going to show did not consent. Picture of photo. AI confirm. Left press. Yeah, so they're out here talking about tattoos on the fucking police report. And I started thinking about tattoos, and I thought that that the reason why that picture exists is for the purposes of showing off the tattoo she has on her tits. But yeah. Not if the tattoos is on the nipple. By the way, have you seen those tattoos on nipples? But again, I don't know where her tattoos are. The tattoos on her breast, you can't really necessarily do it. There's some tattoos that are just like too close to the nipples for you to wear a bra. But again, I think I'll submit to you that you're right on that point. Yeah, that bitch is weird. I don't know if it's accurate either. When I first found out about it, it was Keanu Thompson talking about. It's the same video where Keanu Thompson is talking about, because this happened after Aaron M. Holtz had that restraining order filed against him, and Keanu and Gino they severed ties with Aaron. They severed ties with him because he was alleged to have beaten April, right? And then Keanu was just started saying all this shit, but like, oh, this guy lied to me, this guy manipulated me, this guy did this to me, that he told me this, he told me that. Oh, and through all this process, she was like, oh, and he sent Gino a naked picture of Lady Rackets. That's what I believed. That's where, again, all of this is from the top of my head. I'm not 100% on all of this shit. So I'll admit to you, if I'm wrong about that, I'm wrong about that. It really doesn't matter to me. I could try to find out. I could fucking Google it and make sure, but Let's finish this shit. Where did I disagree? Again, no. Nick isn't the reason we found out about this. It was Keanu telling the world that Aaron sent a picture of naked. Yeah. Aaron sent the naked picture of Lady Rackets to Gino. Question. How do we know what Aaron sent Gino? How do we know? Gino doesn't share the picture. Aaron doesn't share the picture. We don't know what the picture looks like. How do we know that it was a naked picture of Lady Rackets? How do we know? The only reason we know it's a picture of Lady Rackets, the only reason why I know about it is because Keanu was talking about it. That's the only reason why I know about it. Now, somebody else could have told earlier, but Keanu would be the first person to know about this because she has asked. Gino is Keanu's fiance, and Keanu is going to have access to Gino's phone. So if Gino pops up with a naked picture of a woman on his phone, Keanu's gonna fucking know about it. So she's always gonna be the third person to find out about it, because Aaron's not telling anybody that he sent a picture of Lady Rackets to Gino. Gino's not gonna tell anybody that he received a picture of Lady Rackets. He's gonna keep that between him and Aaron. It was Keanu who fucking blew everything up. Other than that, no one would have fucking known about it. Gino and Aaron would have kept that shit to themselves. But anyways. It's not that hard to say that guy didn't fuck my wife. And again, the reason why Nick isn't talking about Aaron is because Aaron is the star witness in the criminal case against them. He's literally the only thing they have. He's literally the only motherfucker that could that is claiming to have seen Nick Rekieta do drugs. They don't have anyone else. No one else can claim they seen Nick Rekieta do drugs. No one else can claim that, like, they don't have a positive drug test. Like, remember that first drug test that Nick took that he refused to release to the to the government? The government ended up getting a hold of that drug test. So you know what that drug test proved? It proved that he had consumed alcohol. That's it. That's the only thing that it proved. He tested positive for alcohol, but he's not being charged with the consumption of alcohol. He's being charged with the possession of cocaine. So what was that drug test missing? That drug test was missing a positive cocaine result. So if on May 21st he had consumed cocaine, why didn't it show up on that drug test? On that May, what was it? May 20. Yeah, it was on May 27, I think, or May 28th. May 20, yeah, May 26, because it was that Monday after. So it must have been May 27. So on the same day that Aaron M. Hall sent the naked picture of Lady Rackets to Gino Visconti, Nick got tested for drugs and it came back negative for cocaine. How you like them apples? Because Aaron M. Halls is the star witness against him in his criminal case, and he doesn't want it. He can't talk about him because that would appear as witness tampering. That's why he can't say anything about him, and he admits to it as much. Open new tab. Let's go to history. this thing is gonna fuck up my algorithm. So this is how you deal with this shit. You gotta remove it from your watch history. You gotta remove it from your watch history. You gotta remove it from your. Okay, so this is it right here. I'm not gonna play this whole thing, but Neighbor Kato calls in insight into Aaron M. in his loudmouth. This video, Nick explains why he can't talk about Aaron. Because he's a star witness. Boom, there it is. There it is. You heard it from the weirdo horse's mouth, horse nose mouth. He can't say anything because Aaron Amholz is the star witness. He's not just any witness. He's a potential witness, but they have to call him up. They have to. He's the only one that is claiming that Nick Recato was on drugs. They don't have a positive drug test. He was not at the house when this happened. When they raided it, so he didn't have drugs on him when he got. Well, he said he didn't get pulled over. So during the traffic altercation, he didn't have any drugs on him. He's tested negative. He's agreed to test for drug, and he's tested negative for cocaine ever since. That was the condition of him getting his kids back. Like, how are they going to prove that the supposed cocaine that they found in his house was his? How are they going to prove it? How are they going to prove it? How are they going to prove it? They can't. They can't. Now, I don't know how he's going to prove that what they found wasn't cocaine. I don't know what he's going to do, but right now he cannot talk about Aaron no matter how much he wants to. Bars. 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 I hate it when you motherfuckers, like you atheist fucking weirdo motherfuckers try to make fun of that shit. Like, there's a reason why I said that. There's a reason why I said that. There's a reason why I said that. This is the reason why I said that. God is always right. Ready? Thy father's naked. Leviticus ESV. Okay, Leviticus 2011. 18. No, uncover. Where is it? Where is it? Seven, the nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of thy father's wife, thou shalt not uncover, is thy father's nakedness. What does this mean? The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness. So this man's wife's, her nudeness, her nakedness belongs to him, and no one else is allowed to look upon it. That's what this means. So thy father's wife should be your mother's nakedness is thy father's nakedness. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while since I read this. What the fuck am I doing? Back. Front. X. Okay. It is thy father's nakedness. So this man's wife's, her nudeness, her nakedness belongs to him, and no one else should be looking upon it. So what does that mean? It means that no one, if you're married to somebody, their nudeness, their nakedness belongs to you and you alone. It's for your eyes only. You're not supposed to be sharing that shit. You're not supposed to be fucking sharing your wife's nudeness, your wife's nakedness with other fucking people. That's what that means. And these people call themselves fucking Christians. Like, I understand why he would defend himself against like people calling them swingers, because that's the easy shit to go to. The easiest shit to go to is the salacious shit that you can't fucking prove. But here's something we can prove. The shit you fucking said. You said that that she was sending naked pictures on a fucking Signal app. Why? Why is she sending naked pictures on the fucking Signal app? She's not. That's not befitting of a Christian woman. Sorry, that's not. And that's why you're in the shit you're in right now. That's why God has allowed this shit to happen to you. Because you're out here doing shit. Like, this is a kind of scene. There is a... Where in the Bible does it say? Fuck. Let me search. Not common amongst did I spell that? Amongst the Gentiles. See if I find it. Book of Thessalonians. Topical. Oh. Let's see if I find it. Not common amongst the Gentiles. Let's see. James Version. It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such a fornication as not so much as named among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife. So this is about a guy who's having sex. Let's read the full chapter. Well, let's not read it full. But here's a Christian lesson from an actual fucking Christian. There's been a lot of, because Nick has been spurging on the Christians on his fucking thing lately. Said, it is reported commonly that fornication is among you, and such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles, that one should have his father's wife. And ye are puffed up, and have not rather mourned, that he that have done this deed might be taken away from you. For I verily, as absent in body but present in spirit, have judged already, as though I were present, concerning him that have done so this deed. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, when ye are gathered together in my spirit with the power of our Lord Jesus Christ to deliver such and one unto Satan for the destruction of the flesh, and the spirit, that the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Jesus. Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Christ our Passover is sacrificed for us. Therefore let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness, but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. I wrote unto you an epistle, not to accompany with fornicators, yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with the covetousness of the extortioners, or with idolaters, for then must ye needs go out of the world. But now I have written unto you not to keep company, if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, or covetous, or an idolater, or a railer, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, or with such and one know not to eat. For what I have done, for what have I to do to judge them also that are without? Do not ye judge them that are within, but them that are without God judges. Therefore put away from amongst yourself that wicked person. So what is this story about? It's about this guy who was having sex with his stepmom. That's the original stepmom fucking porn shit. The guy was having sex with his stepmom, but he was a Christian. He was among the early church. Paul found out about it, and these people, the people from the church of Corinthians, they didn't do anything about it. They just let this guy, still go to church. And Paul finds out about it, and he tells him, hey, kick that man out. Kick that man out of your church. Don't let that man still go to your church, because if that man continues to go to this church doing that sin that he's committing is going to spread amongst the church, and then you guys are going to have a bigger problem. So that's what this means. That's what this is. That if you're doing some kind of sin that's not even common amongst the unsaved, God is going to judge you. And God wants you to be kicked out of the church. Whatever sin Nick was doing, that's probably what led him to getting kicked out of his own church. That's what happened. Because some people wonder, when something bad happens to them, especially if they're Christian, their first question is, why would God allow this to happen to me? Why would God allow this to happen? I think about this myself sometimes. It's like, why did God allow this bad thing happen to me? And then I look back at myself and what I've been doing, and I see immediately, oh, this is what I would been doing. This is why God is punishing me, because I did this. Because I did this thing that was a sin, and now God is taking it out on me. Nick was doing something that was biblically wrong. Him and his wife sharing that their nakedness is not to be shared amongst other fucking people, and they were sharing it with these people, and now they're being punished for it. That's what I believe is biblically happening. Does this mean I hate him? Does this mean that I'm judging him? Well, Paul says you should judge. Paul says that we're supposed to judge this people. He says, it's like, I'm not with you. I'm writing you this letter. Like, I'm not with you guys. Like, I don't even have the full story, and I've already judged this person that's done this thing. And you're there, and you're not judging this man. Like, what you're doing is wrong. You have to kick this man out. There's something else. This is a really good book, the First Corinthians. Dare any of you having a matter against another go to law, and not the same? Do ye know? Okay, this this is the one thing right here. It's like, do you know that the saints shall judge the world, and the world shall be judged of you? Or are ye not worthy to judge the smallest matters? It means that we should judge these people. And this, what they did was wrong. Now I'm judging them for it. And even if they're not guilty of one thing, they're guilty of something. Does that mean that they need to be punished for X, Y, and Z? No, but this is why it's happening to them. They were engaging in something that God disapproved of, and now he's taking action. And this is how he's punishing them, to go through this scandal, to go through this embarrassment. And it's fucked up because I don't want to see it. No one wants to see this shit. Other than this guy, he wants to see it because he's making money off this shit, but nobody else wants to see it. Okay, this guy's a weirdo. Okay, so he's claiming that this is the reaction of the locals. But this is the actual reaction of the locals. Let's go all the way down to... Okay, so this is the reaction of my post. Okay, Lady Rackets has a YouTube channel. Wouldn't it be funny if her subscription numbers jumped overnight? Okay, that was the actual reaction from Nick's locals to this post. But believe it or not, I posted this post somewhere else. Where did I post it? Okay, well, let's go all the way back. Let's switch communities. Let's go to Viva Barnes Law. And go here. Post by me. And here, this is the reaction from the Viva Barnes Law community. Okay. There's nothing violent. This dude asked me why I'm criticizing Nick and shit. I'm like, yo, these people need to be criticized. But there's nothing violent from the post that I made. Again, the people from Viva Barnes Law might be a lot smarter than the average bear, but they're above average. But that was the reaction. Like, he took the reaction of one weirdo in the fucking community and made it seem like that's how we all reacted to it, which is not true. Which is not true at all. So let's go back. Ooh. So I'm kind of done with this thing. What else do I have to do? All those people reaction to this. Do we have time? Oh no, I do want to show you this weird shit this weird video. I'm done with you, bro. I spend way too much time on that goofball, honestly. Way too much fucking time. Oh. Let's go to history. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Some super weird shit. Super weird shit. All right. This, imagine, from Jeff. Imagine a rando on the internet are better at breaking down law than actual lawyers. Like, honestly, Jeff, that might be true. That might be true. Some randoms on the internet are breaking down the law better than people. I'm just trying to try to logically explain some shit. Like, I'm not breaking down law. Like, this is not legal. This is not legal analysis. This is not legal advice. I'm just giving you my thoughts on what I believe is happening. Jeff, thanks for commenting. I see you, man, on the locals, man. But yeah, thanks for. All right, so this is the weird shit. Watch this shit. How? Question. Honest question. Do you believe that potentially criminal has been effective at exposing Nick, quote unquote, exposing Nick? Do you guys believe that? Do you guys believe that potentially criminal has been just rock solid on his legal analysis, and he has been exposing Nick for the fucking shit person he is, and that Nick is not gonna have a career after this fucking shit because of all the legal work that potentially criminal and fucking uncivil law and fucking it's reading the room. Yeah, thanks, man. Potentially criminal and uncivil law and fucking legal mindset and fucking Nick the lawyer. All their legal analysis on this case has been so effective that if Nick gets out of this, he's not gonna have a legal career because these guys managed to destroy his shit. Is that what you think happened? That they're doing such a great job that Nick needs to pay them $100,000 to shut up about this fucking case. Like, has this guy even made that kind of money off of this shit? Honestly, has he even made that kind of money off this shit? Let's go back to the Ricada Hake riff. Social. This Social Blade? YouTube switch? Potential. Hope I spell that. Potentially. No. Cool. I'm pressing the wrong button. That's why. All right. 23,000 subscribers. How much money has he made off of this shit? Subscribers. Would it be here? User video. Estimated earnings. Where? Where do I? He's been gaining views. I'll give him that. He's earning some shit. Where would it be? Details? Would it be here? Oh no, this ain't it. This ain't it. It used to be details. Would it be here? Details statistics? Would it be user video? Rating, comments, earnings. Achievements? Where would it be? Where would it be? I remember Super Chat. Is that where it is? And then I wrote Super Chat. I don't think it's sociable. I think I'm wrong. I think I am wrong. All right, so Jeff, potentially criminal is weird. Nate is hammer looking for nail. Everyone is guilty until they're innocent. Uncivil, never been in courtroom, and has a Disney princess view of the law. Mindset is just ass. Basically, all them niggas is weird. All them dudes is weird. They're snakes too. Super Chat rankings. Big Social Blade. Never mind, dude. It was this website I went to. Where the fuck? Hold on, let me. Sorry, guys. Again, this is what happens when you wing it. You're not ready for some shit. So I gotta go back to my review channel. Hey, you guys played the Black Ops 6 beta? I've been meaning to, but I don't want to hear myself talk, honestly. I do not want to hear myself talk at all. That's why I don't like doing this. Might have gone too far. Playboard. Playboard, that's it. Playboard. 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 Channel search. Oh wait, who's the most weekly super chat? Dude. Oh, really? Ethan? Ethan Klein? That's gross. And I super chat. He's made $1,000 within the last 7 days. That's good. Total revenue $38,000. Live. Where would it be? Where would it be? Would it be here? All right. He's made $52 off his current live stream, $29 off his last live stream, $200. That's a good fucking thing. Oh, he was building a model thing. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look, he made $400 off the Nick shit. Rakeda Saga, the prosecution, BTFO's the Baldo bunker. Really? That's what you read? You thought that the prosecution fucking killed that shit? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Not a COD fan. Yeah, most of you. Yeah, COD's gone to shit. Yeah, mostly this guy usually fucking earns like $30 to $40, and then when he's talking about Rakeda's Monica's Onibus, only $100. This is now a Nick Rakeda coping stream at 1 hour mark. $200. Nick Rakeda suppression on 200. So like you niggas is weird. You niggas is weird. By the way, I made fun of this shit. Where was it? What did I post? So this is funny right here. So the prosecution, basically Nick's argument, this argument and Nick Lore's argument for the why they should have a Franks hearing is because the officer based a lot of his information on Aaron M. Holt's stream and what he was saying. And he didn't notify the judge that Aaron M. Holtz and Nick Rakeda, they're like bitter enemies. And basically, this is the prosecution trying to prove that, hey, they're not bitter enemies. Because when somebody's a bitter enemy with someone and that bitter enemy is making an allegation against you, there's a higher standard that the police has to meet before they go out and apply for a search warrant. And she's trying to say that the Aaron M. Holtz is not a bitter enemy. So basically, so Detective Palmlin is informed the issuing magistrate that M. Holt and the defendants were no longer in good terms. The full-throated threats that the defendant referenced in his memorandum all involve the idea that M. Holt knows information about the defendant that the defendant does not want to be made public. This does not indicate something more than a falling out. The statements that the defendant cites as threats are not threats to physically or financially harm the defendant. They are statements about sharing information that the defendant does not want to be shared. So I wrote, Your Honor, the state's star witness, because Aaron M. Holmes is a star witness, didn't threaten the defendant with physical or financial harm. He just threatened to publicly humiliate the defendant by exposing embarrassing information about his private life. This does not constitute a violation of his Fourth Amendment right. And what I'm basically saying is that, yeah, bitch, this dude was threatening them. These dudes are bitter enemies, and the police officer needed to meet a higher standard before applying for that search warrant. That is Nick's argument. And by the way, all this, do you not believe that Nick has taken a financial hit from this scandal? Who here doesn't think that Nick hasn't taken a financial? Wait, hold on. Who here doesn't think that Nick has taken a financial hit off the scandal? Because I think Nick has lost a lot of money off this scandal. This dude has lost a shit ton of money off the scandal. There's no fucking way. This dude has not taken a fucking massive hit. But anyways, let's continue. This is weird. The facts, I don't think he does. By the way, this motherfucker doesn't have a neck. You notice that? Look how short his neck is. This guy doesn't have a fucking... Yo, I'm fat too. But at least I could see my neck, bro. This guy is so fat, he hasn't seen his penis since he was in fucking high school. This dude is a fucking whale, bro. Holy fucking shit. Where's his neck? Matter of fact, I'm giving him too much credit. I don't think this guy's seen his penis since he was in fucking grade school. This dude is, unless this dude is walking around with a Ron Jeremy fucking hog, which I fucking doubt. This dude is fucking massive. I think I have the same. No, I don't. Those are bows. Look, where's his neck? Where's his fucking neck? This is not neck beard. This is like something worse. It's like it's head and then fucking torso and no neck. Like if if my head and my body got so fucking fat that my neck disappeared, that my fucking my skeleton fucking just disappeared into my fatness. Like, dude, I get a dog and start walking it. Like, I already have a dog, but I get two dogs and walk them at different times so I could get like, this dude does not move. You have to not move. Like, this dude probably stays in this fucking seat forever, bro. And he sweat. Look at all that sweat. Is that sweat? By the way, this is the dumb shit. Well, not this shit. This him acting out right now. I'm gonna get this to another section, but this is weird. Yeah, that is embarrassing. I heard you don't like the Denny's joke. That's why you're trying something new. This is so fucking weird. What is you people's obsession with this fucking body cam footage, bro? That is so fucking weird. Do they honestly need the body cam footage to prove their fucking point? That is so. And again, I'm in support. Not releasing the whole body cam. Obviously, I don't want them to release footage of his fucking the layout of his house, because this dude has fucking creeps going after him. Probably, most definitely. He hasn't said anything, but that's my theory. But the only thing that I need to see is how the police got into that safe. That is the only thing I need to see. That's the only thing I want to know. After all this time, we still don't know how these people got into those fucking safes. Because if they don't get into those safes, they don't have a fucking case. But these motherfuckers want to see the body cam footage so badly. Like, if you don't know, Sean is a Kiwi. Sean is a local. Sean is a fucking farmer. One of these Kiwi farmer dudes. This dude is, these niggas is weird about this body cam footage. And they want Nick to show it and shit. For what, bro? And besides, this has nothing to do. Like, isn't he covering the M-hole fucking the M-hole arrest warrant? Like, what is your obsession with this body cam footage? And if you don't know, the first person to apply to see the body cam footage was a fucking registered sex offender, was a registered fucking pedophile. Like, Nick made a stream about that. These niggas were fucking weird, bro. Like, why do you want to see his body cam footage? Like, what is that going to prove to you? Like, you already believe the shit. You already believe the shit. So, like, you already believe that Nick is guilty of what he's being accused of. And you believe that Aaron Emholt is telling the truth. Like, why do you need the body cam footage for? Are you all of a sudden going to change your mind? Because you don't have... Like, what was his... I want to know what's his reaction. Actually, no, I don't. Because I probably already know what his reaction to Nick's daughter... to Nick's getting his daughter back. I wonder what his reaction to Nick getting his kids back. Because obviously, he believed that Nick drugged his daughter as well. All these dudes believe the same shit. All these dudes believe Nick was guilty. So, yeah. Let's continue. It wouldn't be a leak if you knew it came from him. If you knew it came from him, and if you're trying to incite that shit, like, I know Nick is accused of doing something stupid, but how dumb body cam footage they think they're owed. They owed it. Yeah, they're owed. Yeah, I know. They think they own the body cam footage. Okay, well then why don't you have it? Why don't you have the body cam footage if it belongs to you? Right, Jeff? Like, why don't, like, if the government wanted you to have the body cam footage, you would have gotten the body cam footage. It doesn't take that long to release the body cam footage. The reason why they're not releasing the body cam footage is because there's something in the body cam footage that the government doesn't want you people to fucking see. The government was not prepared to deal with a motherfucker like Nick Rekieta. They were not prepared to deal with a motherfucker like him. They're just not. And this is weird to me. You motherfuckers out here obsessing over this shit. Let's finish this shit out. And again, there's another weird shit that they're doing. And because it takes like a whole fire department to break down like his fucking door frame and shit in order for him to walk out of his fucking house. That's what it takes for him to leave. He's too wide to walk through a normal fucking door frame. Because you're the standard of morality. Because you have a higher you own the moral high ground. Sean. You're not under criminal investigation, so automatically you have the moral high ground in the situation. Yeah. Yeah. Things change and then people are also exposed for the snakes they are. Like, think about it like this. How much difference does a year actually make, right? How much, like, if you're a certain kind of person, right? You are always that person. Now, do you show yourself to everyone? Do you show who you really are to everyone? No, some people you might act differently around. But you're still the person you are. After you reach adulthood, like, it takes a long time if you want to change. They're claiming that Nick changed within a year. Within a year, he became this fucking massive fucking coke fiend, swinging, fucking doing orgies and all that shit. Like, after he met April M. Holt, this dude lost his fucking mind and started doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's fucking weird. But I don't think that's true. I think that, again, I think that you are who you've always been. It just takes different things to reveal. You should show a different side of you to different people. And for a long time, they showed Nick that they were all friends and buddies with him. And it wasn't until they were ready to stab him in the back that they chose to stab him in the back. Like, think about it like this. Robert Barnes doesn't agree with me, but he's on the side that Nick Rekieta had his rights violated and that this case should be thrown out. It's not that hard to come up with that conclusion. Robert Barnes was on the side that the drug test was a false positive. It's not that hard to come up with that fucking conclusion. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard for me. It isn't that hard for anybody. You just have to do the research. These dudes chose not to do the research and chose to believe that's bullshit. Like, that's them. That says something about them. That doesn't say anything about Nick. That doesn't say anything about Robert Barnes. That says something about them, that they chose to come up with a different conclusion. So it's like the Rorschach test, where they show you something and then you tell the therapist what you see, and based on what you tell the therapist, it shows the therapist what kind of fucked up person you are. So that's what that is. It's like a Rorschach test. These people are exposing themselves for who they really are, which is a bunch of fucking grifting snakes. Yeah. What's his thing? What is your thing? You don't earn more than $100, $40, $50. You know how much money Nick was making off this shit? You do trial streams. Like, these trial streams are really long, and you only, after a full day, you only made $33. I hope you have. I don't know. He might have a what's it called? The Streamlabs or StreamYards, where there people pay him, or he must have Venmo or some shit where they pay him through there. But I don't think so. I do not think so. You weren't making that much money without Nick, anyways. I hope you don't. Mm. Yep. By the way, who did Nick uh actually he must be referring to Nick, but who did Nick expose during a time of their crisis? Right now Nick is in a time of crisis, yeah. But did Nick ever expose anybody? Like, did somebody DM Nick when they were in crisis and Nick exposed their DMs or whatever? The only DM Nick exposed was what's his fucking doofus's name? Fucking Joshua Moon, because Joshua Moon was misrepresenting some shit and he had to clear the fucking record. And now we're like, oh, you're leaking DMs. No, because he said some shit I didn't fucking say and I'm proving the record right. It's either that or it's he says she said. So it went from, oh, this guy said some shit to, okay, now he's leaking DMs. See how the game works? Like, you can't do anything right. So you just might as well just do what you need to do to win the argument against them. Because to these people, you're always doing wrong. All right, so Alyssa Clips, you useless bitch. The Dick Show earned revenge porn charges, and oh, that might be a good show. You know, the Clover is nothing but idiots, snitching and revenge porn. Oh. Fair and balanced Ricada story. This is a quick one. Let's see. Okay. Jeff, the Kiwis hate Barnes for not shitting on Nick. They got very upset that he disagreed with them. Facts. Sean is trying to be the next Nick. Motherfucker. You got a long way to go. He has a long way to go. First thing he has to do is get off that seat and just walk 10 feet. Just walk 10 feet and you'll burn 1,000 calories. Like, that's what I think, because Sean is like a sloth. He weaseled his way into the same group Nick was in through his appearance with Nick. Facts. Facts. He came into LawTube. Not through his analysis, not through his fucking legal take. He didn't go viral off a video. He was just a lawyer that probably asked to be on Nick's show, and Nick said, fuck yeah, man, you could come through. And Nick, being a bro, invited him, and he became a fucking staple in this fucking show and shit. And then he inserted himself into LawTube that way. But yeah. Really? I don't believe it. Wrong. No. Wrong. I don't believe it. They don't know. Shut up. Polycool shit. These dudes are fucking doofus, bro. They're fucking embarrassing. They're fucking embarrassing. And they believe that guy. They believe that guy. That guy, like, I remember when that, alright, so this is what happened. If you don't know, right? With Fair and Balance. Fair and Balance also thought that the Rickadas were swingers. And she propositioned the Rickadas for a threesome. And the Rickadas shut her down. And she told her friend about what happened to her, and her friend leaked the DMs. And then Fair and Balance had to come out and fucking just publicly apologize to the Riccata for misreading the situation. That is what happened. That is what happened. I guarantee that's the story. I remember that story. I don't want to look it up, man. I'm fucking exhausted. What else is on the show map? Let me go back to my show map. This is a fucking nice big titty bitch. Alright, so I deal with this. I deal with fucking fuckwads. Weird fucking reaction. I should have looked up his reaction to it. But my unsolicited advice to the Rackets. So what is my unsolicited advice to the Rackets? One, for Lady Rackets to stop sending naked pictures to people. Just in general. Just stop that dumb shit. Just stop it, please. For the love of everything that is good. Stop doing that stupid shit. Both of you. That's my unsolicited advice to Nick. I do not want to go on Twitter. But if you go on Nick's Twitter, no, I don't want to do that. I'm exhausted. He is spazzing out right now. Like, you saw that dumb shit where he super chatted Sean $100 just to troll him, just to engage with people. Like, I've been seeing that a lot from him. Like, engaging people that like are literally fucking nobodies on Twitter, getting into arguments, looking like a fucking clown. Like, why are you doing that, bro? Like, that doesn't make them look stupid. It makes you look stupid for engaging them. Like, eventually you're just too big to be doing stupid shit like that. Like, if I do it, it's because, again, I'm a nobody. I don't have a large audience. Not too many people talk to me. So I could engage in the fuck shit. But eventually you get too big. You got 100,000 people on Twitter, 100,000 followers on Twitter. You got, how many people do you have on your YouTube channel? How many people do you have? Could you keep bleeding YouTube subscribers? Where are they? Where are you? Did they unsubscribe me? No. You have 434. You were at 435. The highest I've seen you is 475 subscribers. And was it 472 or 475 before the Rumble fucking before the Rumble fucking Jeff. Really, Lo, I wonder why she stopped coming on Nick's show. I do too, but it's because of that. It's because she solicited. Alright, so what I think happened. So the last thing I remember from Fair and Balanced was when they got drunk and she fucking like lifted her legs and like kind of showed her fucking pussy a little bit. And he had to like take down the stream, I think. I don't know if you remember that, but they got fucking hammered and like they were out here just joking around and shit. But like, again, like, I don't know, she was like complaining about being single and shit. But she disappeared. They all just stopped showing up to his fucking stream. Everyone. It wasn't just her. It was like a year or so where everybody should stop fucking going on his fucking stream. But yeah. Back to Nick. Dude, you got almost 400 subscribers, over 400 subscribers on YouTube. You have 100,000 followers on Twitter. Wait, hold on. I think I can find it here. 7 more links. Where's his Twitter? I hate it when you like look it up without because they want you to sign up. I don't want to fucking look through my shit right now. You know what I'm saying? He's engaging with people with only like 2 followers. He's engaging with little fucking bots. And they who just insult the little shit. Like there's this one dude who he fucking he said like, "Oh, you admitted to infidelity under oath and all that other shit." And the dude was like, "No, I did not." And I'm like, yo, why are you engaging with these people who can't get their facts straight? It was one thing if you're engaging somebody with one who's prominent and two who has his facts right, and he's questioning you on those things that like it's one thing if he's like if somebody like Nate the Lord questions him about why the fuck Aaron Helmholtz had a naked picture of his wife. That's one thing. But he's not engaging. He's doing some other shit. I wish I could show you guys, but it's fucking stupid. And Nick needs to fucking stop. You need to move better. You need to move smarter. You need to stop looking like a fucking clown. Because when you do shit like this, the people, like, again, I support these people, but it turns people off. And I know he's like, yo, he doesn't care about his public image right now, but your livelihood is dependent of how people feel about you. Again, whether you like it or not, his livelihood is depending on people, whether or not people like you. Because the troll money is gonna go so far. Eventually, people are not gonna subscribe to his locals anymore. People are not gonna super chat him anymore. People are not gonna watch his streams anymore. He only had like 900 people when I started watching Nick. Again, this was in 2020, like during the 2020 election challenges streams, he only had 1,000 people watching him, less than that, or maybe 100, maybe 800 to 900 people, up to 1,000 people watching him. And then he got as high, again, not counting the fucking trial streams, only the night streams, he got as high as 20,000 fucking people watching him at one time. And then he was on average 10,000 fucking people. Now he's back down. Like, he's reverted back. And a lot of it is because of things that he's been doing since the fucking, since the indictment, since the fucking Goso. He's not moving right. Like, the only thing he's not doing is talking about Aaron Helmholtz. That's the only thing he's not doing. He's talking about Aaron Helmholtz. But he's doing some other fuck shit that looks weird to me. Like, hanging out with Camelot. When Camelot was saying that he was the one that originated, that gave credence to the allegation that you were drugging your daughter. And you're out here hanging out with this dude. Again, you're not watching everything, so you don't know what he's saying behind your fucking back. But your audience does, and when we bring it up to you, you brush it off. Like, you gotta... Jeff. Lol, Nick's passing out on Twitter. What a tar. I remember her on his show, drunk as... her ass singing and shit. Yeah, her drunk ass singing. Yeah. Yeah, man. Nick is fucking acting the fuck up. And it's like embarrassing. It's embarrassing to fucking watch. And like, I want to write to him and be like, dude, listen, I'm one of your biggest supporters, bro. You're not looking right, dude. Like, you don't have to answer every fucking troll. Sometimes you just gotta let shit fucking go, bro. You don't have to, and then this whole thing about Christianity, like, I'm a bigger Christian than all of them. Obviously not, bitch. You forgot to read the part of the Bible where it says, don't show your fucking naked wife off to other fucking people. Oh, well, no, the part of the Bible that says that your wife's nakedness belongs to you and you alone. Again, I don't know if he's actually having sex with this April chick. I believe they're not. I believe that group chat was just, that was the only weird shit that was going. That's the only thing that there's evidence of. That there's this weird group chat that fucking they were a part of, where they were sharing too much shit. If there's evidence for more shit, then I'll be wrong on that. I'll stand corrected. But yeah, man, this dude needs to fucking move differently. They need to move differently. Now, again, if I was them, what I would do, one, don't answer all the fucking Twitter trolls. Don't answer them at all. Just shut the fuck up. Keep streaming more. Don't just stream whenever you have a fucking update on your fucking case. You need to stream more. Now, if you're fucking, what's it called? If you're like game planning with your lawyer, that's one thing. That's what I think is going on right now. I think that him and his lawyer are game planning the argument as to why they should have this Frank hearing. and hopefully the judge grants it. I don't know if who's right on that. Nick said that he's had a Frank's hearing before in front of this judge and gotten the case against them dismissed. I hope he's right on that, and I hope it works. Now, what I think is happening is that so Nick hired a really good I don't know if Frank White is a good lawyer. Frank White is the guy that helped him get his kids back, so hopefully he knows what he's doing concerning the criminal case. But what I think is happening is that, since it's weird, they're not co-defendants. Excuse me, they're not doing all their trials at the same time. Nick is going first, and I think it's Lady Rackets, and then I think it's going to be April. And I think whatever works with Nick, they're just going to copy and paste it with Lady Rackets. And then they're going to copy and paste it with April. Because they're all being charged for the same crime, for the same event. So now here's one problem with the strategy. And the problem is called Judge Jenna Fisher, the judge who signed the fucking search warrant. She is the presiding judge over April's case. April needs to remove that judge from her case, because if she does not remove that judge from her case, she is fucked and she's going to jail. Because if Nick's plan is to have the Judge of Weissel, I think his name is, a rule that no normal judge would have signed that search warrant, all Judge Jenna Fisher needs to do is say, hey, I would have signed that search warrant anyways. There was enough there for me to sign it. Because she signed that search warrant in 4 minutes. She skimmed through that shit, if she even read it, and then she signed it. So she saw enough. Oh well, let him do what he wants. Yeah, I know. She signed that search warrant in 4 minutes. All Judge Jenna Fisher has to do is say, hey, I would have signed that search warrant no matter what. So now Nick would have a problem, because if the judge is saying that she would have signed that search warrant no matter what, then that Frank hearing goes out the window. Because the whole premise is whether or not the judge would have signed that fucking would have signed that search warrant, would have authorized that search warrant based on the probable cause presented to her by the fucking police. So I don't know if, hopefully this gets to Nick or April in time. Hopefully they've already planned this, or they already plan to have her removed. But if Judge Jenna Fisher stays presiding over April's case, April's gonna go to fucking jail, or she's gonna have to plea or whatever. You know? Yeah. Jeff, my take on all of this is Nick and Lady Rackets are probably swingers. Probably was some coke involved, but probably not an ounce. Probably a few grams, and the kids were fine. But you think some of it was true? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I'm saying there's not enough evidence for this. But yeah, I do think they did something wrong morally. I do think they did something wrong biblically, and this is why it's happening to them right now. This is why they're going through this scandal right now, because they did something wrong. We don't know what it was. If it was just sharing the naked pictures, that's wrong enough for this shit to happen. Sharing a naked picture with this fucking weirdo motherfucker. This nigga's weird. But yeah, man. Hopefully I did enough. Man, this is a fucking terrible fucking stream. I'm gonna be honest with you. I could feel how bad this was. But yeah, I wish I had like better prepared shit, but this was such last fucking minute, and I am exhausted from work. I worked like fucking few hours earlier today in the morning and shit, and then just fucking came back and immediately started doing this. So yeah, man. I am not gonna update this. There's not gonna be a 4-parter to this, like there was. If I'm wrong about it, I'm wrong about it. If I'm right about it, I'm right about it. If some shit comes out of left field, then it's whatever, dude. Again, I am not participating in this shit anymore. I'm just trying to explain to people. I'm just trying to show people a different perspective as to why certain things are happening. But yeah, man. If you I've thought Nick was a stringer for years. Oh, where was it? Search 80. Okay, see? Looks healthy right there. 18 years. When was this? June 2022. So it would be 20 years right now. Breaking the narrative. Oh, I didn't know Nino Infinity was doing that. That was the next. No stream tonight. She posted. Yeah, they look healthy there. Me and Lady Rackets. She posted something. Okay, yeah, she looks better there. Look better there. I think he felt he was too fat there, but I think that's where they look their healthiest. There was a post she made. I think this was a post. He's her own channel. Where is it? Oh, fuck. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. Let me see, if 80. No, zero result. Following the real Lady Rackets. Okay. This is what. All right. So from November 18, 2022, I want to say something. This is from Lady Rackets. All right. She says, I want to say something. I know it's probably stupid to even address it, but I hate being the center of drama for Nick. I am not stupid. I know that people make up their own truths based on their perception of, and reality doesn't matter to these people. Facts, girl. However, here's the truth. I like having fun. I think I have a beautiful body. Boom. What I said earlier. And I love taking and sharing pictures. Too many pictures, girl. Too many fucking pictures. And some of them are inappropriate. I wouldn't ever post actual nudes. You're right. And at the time of this post, you didn't. The problem is what you did a year later, basically. That's the problem. It's not what you did on November 18th, 2022. It's what you did after this post. I am not fishing for compliments or trying to inflate my egos. Guys are proud of their cars and guns. I'm proud of the body I take care of. I am having a good time laughing with friends and enjoying the beauty of the human body. Nick is my only partner. Boom. We don't fuck around. We aren't swingers. But I also don't fucking care if other people do. It's none of my business. Like I said, it doesn't matter. People will always believe what they want, but at least the truth will be here. So, from the horse's mouth, this is the fucking thing that I was looking for. Okay. I still married 10 and divorced 2. Forced to raise the kids together. Next 8, miserable. Oh. Grifting Lord with my sense of humor. Okay. What is this? Right, hold on. Hold on. Actually, let's see. Post. Being gay. Is this the only post she made? I guess this is the only post she made. No. I thought Nick was swinging for years. So this is the post that I was looking for. This is her addressing these allegations that have been going on about them for years. Hey, I am not a swinger. I don't do this. I don't do that. But obviously, sort by oldest. Let's sort by recent. Let's see what people think of it now. In fact, both of you, but this is kind of grim that you feel like you need. Personally, it's difficult imagining needing an opinion about other people's couple sex lives. Oh shit. So yeah, this is the thing. She fucking. I don't think that's her though. It's people responding to the post. That's what people thought. Yeah, man. Their stances at the time on Thanksgiving Day 2022. I don't think that's Thanksgiving Day. I don't think that was Thanksgiving Day, but mid-November 2022, they weren't fucking swingers. She just like sharing pictures of herself with people. Wasn't a swinger. And maybe she just does. She thinks she's hot. Well, she is hot, but like, and she wants to share pictures of herself with people, but they went too far. They went too far. There's a thing of going too far. So that is why they ended up where they are. And listen, I hope that this part is true. I hope that this part is still true, because this could have been true. At the time she wrote this, everything she wrote could have been true and things could have changed. But I hope it's still true to this day, and I hope that she was just sharing pictures because she was confident in her body and she wanted to show off. The people that she thought she felt fucking comfortable with sharing weren't fucking trustworthy. They weren't trustworthy at all. Well, Aaron wasn't trustworthy. April, I don't know. April hasn't said anything, but yeah. Yeah, man. This has been destroying a narrative against Lady Rackets. All right. Oh, wrong thing. What am I doing? All right. So for the people who tuned in and the people who commented, I appreciated it. Again, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm tired. I am broke. I need to make money. And fucking, I don't need to spend. How long has it been? It's about to be 3 hours. I don't need to be spending 3 hours trying to defend the fucking guy and shit. Some random guy and their family, I don't know, for some shit that they might or might have not done. But hopefully you guys take this as a lesson in critical thinking. Don't just believe anything because everyone else says it's true. Think for yourselves. Like, that's the message that I'm leaving you guys with. Think for yourselves and don't be afraid to share an opinion that that you might be alone with, that you might be in the minority with. I see myself. I used to do this. I don't know if you guys remember those polls where you're allowed to, like, it would be like a YouTube poll, right? Hold on, let me see if I in one of these. I don't think, I know it happens a lot on mobile. Oh, hold on, let me this guy's name, Charles. Okay, this guy right here. So this guy does a lot of polls. They've been popping up on my shit. All right, so I used to do this a lot, right? Where I would just pick a fucking answer, and then I see that I'm in the minority, and I pick the majority answer, just because I didn't want to be in the minority. And then when I realized that I was doing that a lot, I was like, yo, fuck this. I pick my I'm gonna pick my answer and stand on that shit. So, for example, fast food chain with the cleanest bathroom: Starbucks, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, or KFC. So X and X. The cleanest thing that I've been to is actually Chick-fil-A. Oh, I was right. Oh no, this is one of the questions. Oh, this was a right or wrong. Alright, so who has the cheaper product? Amazon. Oh, it's a tie. Alright, is Leonardo DiCaprio dating a 22-year-old? Okay. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna as long as they're I prefer to that you should date age appropriate people. But if you're Leo and you want to date 25-year-olds forever, do you, nigga? So unsure. Now, this is what I would do, right? So I would pick on short, notice that that's the minority, and then just click on majority. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Don't. If you have an opinion and it's honestly your opinion that's not shaped by anybody else, stand on that shit. Defend that shit. And if you're wrong about it, then you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. But at least be honest with yourself. Don't let other people shape your opinion. So that's my going away message for you guys here. Yeah, I'll catch up with the rest later. All right, see you, Jeff. Sounds like a teenage girl, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. Who would you rather your kids grow up to be like? Donald Trump. Big T. Shout out to Big T. I like Big T. I voted for Barack Obama, but 2024, I haven't voted since 2008, but after the assassination attempt, I'm gonna vote for fucking Donald Trump. Notice nobody wants their kids to be like Kamala, so yeah. I am voting for Big T this election cycle. Granted, I don't think he's the perfect candidate, but there is no such thing as a perfect candidate. To be honest, you have to be old enough. You have to be mature enough to realize that. So I'm endorsing President Trump for president. But yeah, man. Where's my shit? All right. I went over the 3 hour mark. All right. So if you tune into that shit to the stream, I appreciated it. If you're watching on the playback, I appreciate it. And these have been a very full learning experience how to use these how to do these streams. Yeah, man. Hope you guys have a good night.